This is southeast.
Basically, this is southwest.
This is
Behind
southwest.
us is northeast.
Yeah, so where's north? Hi everyone, welcome back to Open House Singapore. I am Lynn, your host for today. With me is Leonard from PropNext.
Hi everyone, I'm Leonard from PropNext Corporate Sales and Auction Department. Today we are here because of this house. We have for you a mortgagee sale house, or rather more commonly known as a bank sale. We have this house on Sentosa Cove at number 8 Treasure Island, and we're going to be showing you around.
Yes, we are in Sentosa Island, an exclusive place where luxury and prestige abound. Stay tuned because this house is on a super attractive sale price.
Know by now we are in Sentosa Cove, okay, Singapore's only island resort living. Basically now we are situated on the north cove of Sentosa Cove. This part of Sentosa Cove, the residential part portion, is made up of 3 islands, Paradise, Coral, and here on Treasure Island we are so-called the nearest island to the amenities at Quayside Isle. It's just a very short walk out to Quayside Isle. I would say about maybe 5-minute walk, and you are out there where all the amenities, supermarket, laundromat, restaurants, cafes, it's all there waiting for you at Quayside Isle.
So on Treasure Island, I know from Leonard that a total of 19 luxury villas. This unit that we're going to show you is one villa that is overlooking the water bay also. Sentosa is located on District 4, and the unit we're going to show you today is a 2-story bungalow with attic and basement. That's a total of 4 levels. This is a 99 years and with effect from 2006. So the leftover lease is
84 years.
84 years. Okay, the approximate land size that this property is sitting on is 8,379 square feet, and the built-up area is 9,362 square feet. So Leonard, maybe we can take a look inside as you show us the house.
Sure. Let's go.
So right now we are in the front porch of this house.
Yep.
And you can park a total of...
Based on its current setup, I would say easily about 3 to 4 cars.
And Sentosa is a non-gated community. You can see there's no
Yes,
gates.
it's fully open as you can see. The only gates that you probably find are like that small little side gates at the side of your house. More to prevent animals from climbing in rather than from people coming into your house. Of course, the plot size and stuff very much depends on which part of the island that you're situated on. This house in particular, it has a very wide frontage. So as you walk in, you can see the house is laid out in a very wide manner.
How wide is this? How many meters?
It's around 26 to 27 meters, thereabouts, and then it has a depth of roughly about 30 meters.
So coming through the entrance, right, indeed I find that it is very, very wide. It's almost twice some of the detached house.
Yeah, I think a little bit more we can put a net here and start playing tennis.
And right in front of me is the swimming pool, the private pool that you have.
Yes.
Okay, the condition of this house right now definitely needs some works.
Yes, definitely, because it's exposed to the elements, so-called next to the sea. And usually, like what we always say, when a house, nobody lives in it, it tends to deteriorate a bit faster than when somebody is living in it and maintaining it.
So interesting, this is a fish pond, right?
Yeah, in the past it was a koi pond, and I think you should
pond,
be aware that we had a lot of otters visiting Sentosa. So that explains why there's this fence here to prevent the otters from actually attacking the kois.
So if the new buyer who wants to purchase this, they can always fill this up again.
Yeah, of course.
To make it into a mini garden.
Yes, they can.
So right now it's a koi on the left, and the right is a private pool. When we say the land size of 8,379, does it stretch up to...
Yes, all the way to the boundary.
Maybe we take a look at the...
Of course, the berth itself, the pontoon, is sitting in the water.
And when we say we buy Sentosa houses, it's because of the lifestyle, the luxury, and of course having your own pool, that is one. But that is one thing that you will not experience in other parts of Singapore, which is having your own private berth.
Yes.
And the land size includes this?
No, basically the water doesn't belong to you. The water belongs to Sentosa, which explains why with every dog that's sitting on the water, there's a berthing fee of about $600 per year. So long as the berth is attached to your house, regardless of whether you park a yacht, you have to pay the berthing fee.
So from here, we see that what's opposite is
Yeah,
the
so
W residence.
The residences at W.
Okay,
yes.
residences at W. One thing good about buying the Treasure Island, this landed property, bungalow in Treasure Island, is you will have your own designated, this is your own berth.
Yes, for your own use.
Okay, buying a land in Singapore is only restricted to Singaporeans.
Yep.
Correct. And if you are a PR, you want to buy a land, definitely you have to apply to LDAU
Yes.
upon case by case basis and upon successful application.
Yep.
But the only thing in Sentosa, the landed properties can be owned by foreigners.
Yes, but you still have to apply to LDAU to actually buy a Sentosa property. It is a separate application from buying a mainland property. There is a category for foreigners buying Sentosa Cove landed houses.
What are the taxes that they have to pay?
Of course, on top of that, they have to pay the additional buyer stamp duty of 20%, which all foreigners...
20% additional?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And of course, foreigners buying Sentosa Cove landed houses, they can only buy it for their own use, own stay. They're not allowed to rent it out. Only locals are allowed to rent out the houses on Sentosa Cove.
Why should we buy Sentosa houses? You know, there are people who ask like, I'd rather buy a freehold landed in the other parts of Singapore with the same price. Why should I be buying 99 years in Sentosa?
There are still local buyers who are interested in Sentosa Cove landed houses. I would say purely is because of the lifestyle.
So Leonard does a lot of properties on sale in Sentosa. He is from the Propnex Corporate Sales and Auction Division.
Yeah. Maybe I spend a lot of time here.
Yeah.
We have a couple of houses now here for sale, of course. Sold some over the years.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. So our department actually handles a lot of the repossessed properties by banks. Yes, of course we do have a lot of owners now putting up for auction. So I would say it's a good mix. Yeah. Very common feature of all the houses here, wet and dry kitchen, full appliances, there's space for your wine cellar, your coffee machine.
The built-in refrigerator, Gaggenau brand.
Basically over here, the DB
okay.
boxes.
This is where the DB box.
Yes.
Wow, cleverly concealed. I thought there's another storage space. Okay, the condition is still good, so if you want to do some renovation, this part here can leave the kitchen out, it's all in good condition. Leonard, can you share how many bedrooms and bathrooms are there?
If you talk about bedrooms with attached bathrooms, there are 4 in this house. The helper's room is downstairs, and even the helpers here get their own attached bathroom. So of course, our helper's room aside, there is 1 bedroom with the attached bathroom downstairs, which will function as either a guest room or you have older parents that want to live here and don't want to climb up and down the stairs every day. This is the perfect room for them. And of course, on the second level, we actually have 3 more bedrooms with the attached bathroom, which includes the master suite as well.
So this is one of the questions that buyer will always be interested to ask when they buy a landed property, which facing it is very important. But like you said, a bungalow, right?
Yes, I always tell people when you buy a bungalow, I think where it faces here, maybe for feng shui reasons you want to know. But I think if you're concerned about afternoon sun, where's facing...
You cannot escape the afternoon sun because,
because
you are on its own.
Correct, you are a standalone house. We always say, just stand on a roof, okay? Later when we go up to the open terrace, you can see whether it's north, south, east or west, it's all shining upon you. So
this is a family area?
Yeah, this is a family area on the second level of the house. So basically another area where they start to relax, wind down, watch television.
I noticed that the master bedroom comes with 1 balcony and another terrace.
The terrace on the second level connects all the 3 rooms. The master itself will have an additional own private balcony.
So as usual, the master room will always come with the best view.
Yes.
So from the balcony, you are able to see the waterway.
You have a nice view of the waterway, yes.
Yeah. This is the
master
attached
bath. Master bath, yes.
Yeah. Wow, it's really huge. It's like another room on its own.
It's twice the size of my own room.
Bigger than most of the rooms. Okay, with a standalone bath and his and hers basin.
Yep.
Okay, I recognize this marble top. If this house does not suit the number of rooms that you need, you can always do addition and alteration A&A to this.
Yes, for majority of the islands on Sentosa Cove, you are limited by how much A&A and how much rebuild that you can do because of the fact that they have to maintain a general theme and facade of the entire island. This is, I would say, one of the only islands that they actually allow you to tear down and rebuild without having to conform to a certain color or certain theme.
I see. So that is a plus point if you are looking for houses in Sentosa with your own preferred facade, preferred colors. Then Treasure Island is one of those that I hear from you.
That's why it's called Treasure.
That is why it's Treasure.
Because if you are on Paradise Island, you must maintain the paradise feel. Okay, this is just what my own saying is.
Okay. At a very, very attractive price. I'm going to share the price later on, right?
Later on, yes.
So as you walk by, this is the private walkway or the walkway that leads to the room. So this is the third bedroom
and final bedroom on level 2.
You have such beautiful views from all 3 rooms. Can you see that? All 3 rooms. Yeah, so definitely you want to put in a little bit more effort, okay, to make this even more conducive.
Because of the shape of this particular land plot, 3 bedrooms on level 2 are able to enjoy a waterway view.
I see.
Yeah, like some of the other houses which I mentioned earlier, because it's deeper than wide, they only have maybe like 2 bedrooms that actually face the waterway, the master room and one other room, because of the way the house is laid out. One room will actually face the road or face the main entrance where you enter the house. So this one, because of the width is enough, all your 3 bedrooms on the second level can actually enjoy the view, of the waterway.
So there's no argument, okay, which room you want to pick. Usually we'll say we want to pick this room or that room.
They want to pick the room with the waterway view, which of course the master bedroom, no need to say, the owner gets to stay there. Then maybe probably the kids living here.
And stay.
And then the kids will start fighting, hey, I want this room because there's water. The other one at the road, I don't want. I think a lot of people like to work from home these days. People living in Sentosa, I think they are the sort that don't really go into the office every day. They have more flexible working hours here. So this will make a good study or office area.
Because this is at the roof level already. So there is a 45-degree inclination. So if you have to put in some very nice design, it can become a kids.
It can be, you can set up all the blocks and stuff where you can turn this into a fortress where they can climb up and down.
Another room on its own, and you can turn it to your gym room, to your exercise room, or even your prayer room.
Even if you need a 5th bedroom in the house, you can easily convert this attic area into another bedroom. There's already a powder room there, so I think do an extension of the bathroom and toilet. You probably can do some A&A to actually add in a bathroom, so that you have the option of having a 5th bedroom with an attached bathroom on this level if your situation requires it. For this house, you have a lot of windows on both sides, so there's a lot of cross ventilation. Being next to the water, definitely the breeze will always be there. Of course, as with any houses in Sentosa, open terraces, balcony, it's a very common feature, more so than on mainland. Like I said earlier, why do you want to buy a house here? You want to enjoy the waterway, you want to enjoy the view. So I would say amenities-wise, if you are on Treasure Island, it is one of the nearest to the amenities. So you get the quietness because you're separated by a waterway, past the guardhouse where it is only accessible to residents. You don't get visitors coming here and parking along your streets and walking over to Quayside Isle because they have their own visitor parking over at Quayside Isle itself. You get to enjoy the exclusivity, the prestige, the luxurious lifestyle and stuff, but yet at the same time you can be very close to amenities when you need it.
If you think that this is something for you, you can contact us. The contact details are listed below in the description, to be physically present to view this property. So we're going to reveal the price now. How much is the asking, Leonard?
Okay, so currently we're quoting a guide price of 12.88 million based on the land size of 8379 square feet and a 12.88
per square feet
million
is?
Per square feet based on land works out to about 1537.
1537 per square feet, not on any other island but on Treasure Island on Sentosa Cove.
Yes. During the heydays, nothing shy of 2000. In general, we notice now that prices in Sentosa Cove have more or less stabilized.
Thank you, Leonard, for sharing all this information. I think it's very insightful. Our viewers are very interested and always want to know more about properties in Sentosa. Not only for local but our overseas viewers as well. Especially for landed properties, foreigners can purchase.
Yes,
in Sentosa.
Only in Sentosa Cove.
So you want to own a piece of landed property in Singapore, this is the place where you can buy.
Yes.
So if you like what you see or want to view more properties like this, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to Open House Singapore and share this video. If you think this property is for you, or if you want us to feature your property, you can find our contact details as shown on screen as well as in the description below. Once again, I'm Lynn from Open House Singapore and this is Leonard from PropNext. Take care and see you soon.
Bye.
There's a lot of misconception going around.
Yep.
So does bank sale means that it is cheaper? Does it mean that I'm paying below market rate?
I wouldn't say that just because it's a bank sale, it has to be cheaper. It is still determined by market factors. It also depends on whether there is competition in the market and stuff like that. So typically, I think any owner, when they want to sell their house, it's a very common thing. We are all human beings. We tend to ask higher than what we want. I don't think it's just a local thing. I think anywhere in the world, for that matter, that is always the case. And then slowly, after putting it on the market, a willing buyer comes along, or a few willing buyers come along, and then you slowly negotiate until we find a middle ground. For bank sales, it's a bit different. They are more realistic. They tend to price their houses at market value. Look at around here, owners easily ask for 15, 16, 17, 20 plus million. Yeah.
So bank sale doesn't necessarily means that it is a cutthroat price,
Yes,
or
it doesn't
a sale that is below market value, but you can always put up an offer.
Yes.
Right, and depends whether there is this minimum reserve price that you have to be bidding above the minimum reserve price.
From this house in particular, it's currently going to work like how you're going to buy a resale unit from the secondary market. Basically, see the house, view the house, you like it, you're free to make an offer. Pretty standard terms, you give a 1% check, and if the bank finds that your offer is reasonable, of course they'll put it up to their senior management for approval, and if everything is approved, we can proceed to issue the option to purchase. So it's very standard, 2 weeks option period, and then an 8 weeks completion. Of course, the exercise 4%. Pretty standard terms like how any other resale unit in the market will work.
Okay.